herself but is not arrogant. She loves herself but also loves others. This is how she is able to make appropriate choices.
Hey, welcome to the Bill Frantz Show. You just heard my friend Vito from North Carolina. I just came back from North Carolina, back to St. Louis.
But look, man, how was the trip anyway?
That was wonderful. Saw some friends. We're going to see some of our friends later on the show.
Okay. Well, you know, while you were going vacationing, having a great time, the city went into chaos.
Yes.
And I want to know how you felt when you first got here and you got back to St. Louis and you landed and all of a sudden you hear all this stuff going on. What did you think?
Well, the truth of the matter is, it was already national news before I got back.
That's
so
right.
I was muttering to myself. I was actually talking about the problems of some of the St. Louis's racial problems with my friend on Friday night, just before it all happened.
Right.
And he was like, man, you know, but I heard about it pretty much as soon as it happened. It was national news quick.
Okay.
So I was thinking about that on the train, on the plane. We even talked about it with some people on the plane. That was interesting.
Okay. Well, I'll say this much, man. Just to go ahead and get this out the way, that I do not approve of the looting and the business destruction, all the destruction that's going on by a certain group of people who are just bent on causing more mayhem and destruction. Okay? But other than that, the protesting, I'm with it. I'm with everything because the boy was killed unarmed. Missouri has an ugly history of racism. I mean, when I moved here from Texas and Bill's from New York, when we met and started talking and we discussed these type of things, we both came to the conclusion that this place is very separated. I'm not surprised at the anger of the community because it's been going on forever. It's like I look up the history of the police department. The police department hasn't been friendly to African Americans probably since it began, you know.
Right.
But we're hoping to change that. And my thing is, I'm hoping that people just chill out and do the right thing. Protest peacefully. Do not disturb or mess up any more businesses or no more looting because it's diluting our cause. We're trying to get justice here. And not just justice for Mike Brown, but justice, period. We want equality. We want to be treated like people. We want to be respected. And that means by the people that protect us, the police department. They have to develop a better relationship with the African American community because it's so disrespectful. I've been pulled over by police officers and the first thing that comes out their mouth is so disrespectful. It pisses you off immediately, you know.
Provocative, yeah.
You know, so it's like they may have to learn how to communicate better or talk better or be more respectful or maybe put their biases to the side. Because in St. Louis, and me and Bill both agree, right, that there's very prejudiced black folks here and very prejudiced white folks here. And it's like it's a never-ending struggle.
I would say even as far as the protests go and stuff like that, remember that most of the protesters are peaceful. And what I thought was cool, and the media even covered it, was a lot of the protesters defended the businesses from the looters. I thought that was a particularly cool thing to do.
Right.
But I'd also say that Governor Nixon tried to do the past couple of days, all the really bad stuff's been happening during the curfew. He set a curfew from 12 to 5, which is a very conservative curfew. And what happens is people start protesting during the time of the curfew. That's almost like spite. Any civil rights leader will tell you should be doing your protests in the daytime.
Right.
So to start protesting just when the law deliberately says this is when you're not supposed to be protesting, get off the street because we're trying to protect you or protect the community in general, is kind of spiteful and provocative in its own right. So protest during the daytime when, you know, the cameras and stuff that you want everyone to see work better, and just don't deliberately bring it on in both directions. I mean, obviously, if you show up with tanks, you know, for people with a little walking their dogs, that's provocative too. But it's both ways. You gotta chill, and if you want peace, don't invite more conflict.
Right. I totally agree with Bill on that. But at the same time, it's almost like these folks are so pissed off that they wanna defy the law now. This generation of African American people, they're not the type that just walk away. You know, what really scared me the most was these people were willing to face the police and face them down. They're pulling out guns, Molotov cocktails. You got grenades going off. So these people are not afraid. They're willing to fight now. And then if the problem don't get fixed, what happens if it don't get fixed and then more people become,
It's going to spread.
right, it's going to spread because people are not fearing the police no more now. This is going to turn into something really ugly if we don't fix this problem of racism in America, because this new generation of African American people, men and women, are not afraid of the police now. I've never seen them try to face death like this, man. You know, go against the police just outright.
Yeah.
So this anger is only going to build if we don't figure out how to heal an ugly history. We can't heal it, but we have to talk about it and really decide this is what we want to do.
Well, one of the good things was, I'm going to change the subject here, talk about North Carolina, my visit to North Carolina again.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's funny, you know, you've seen Franz and I show some commercials from various sponsors that do not support us.
Right.
I believe we've had Budweiser and the St. Louis Cardinals not sponsor us. Colt 45 did not sponsor us. We made commercials for them as well.
Right.
And there's many more. But so when I got to North Carolina, I found our first official sponsor, and that's Carrboro Music. Let's hear from them.
Oh, hi. Welcome to Carrboro Music. We're proud to be the best used guitar store in Carrboro, North Carolina, as well as the best poor man's mental health center for the entire town. And we're very proud to be a sponsor of the Bill and Frantz Show.
All right, so that was Carrboro Music. Thank you for your support.
Well, see, now we're going to get back to that same conversation, but we're not going to focus on Ferguson and what's going on in Missouri right now. We wanted to talk about how me and Bill became friends, because we want people out there to see that it doesn't matter about the color of your skin. It really does matter about the content of your character. It really does. Mm-hmm. Because there are jerks in every race. Okay? But
Amen.
The way Bill and I met was so cool, because we met in a classroom. We were learning video technology and all kind of things, and we became really good friends. And now, I know Bill, what do you think, man? I think everybody has some type of thing where they stereotype people a little bit, right? So
they prejudge based on what they see.
Right, exactly. And me and Bill are good friends, and we see things. We even joke around about certain stereotypes, you know. Mm-hmm. But besides all that bull crap, we became really cool friends, and we know he knows I'm black, and I know he's white. You are, right?
For the most part.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
We see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me of my grandma. She told me a story when I was a bit of a wee one in the 1970s. She told me about how she lived in rural Maine, and they would go to church, and they were all kind of Maine Irish folks, and she had skin color that was as different from the dark side here to the light side as this. She was that much different between everyone in that church, so she was ostracized. You know, and as a little kid I was like, "That's jive!" And she said, "Yes, it is, Billy."
So, how do we tell the people to just chill out and connect with people that you're cool with, no matter what color? How do we do that,
Man, you know, I don't know. I mean, the fact that we're both from out of state, and I've met some people from California and all sorts of people, and they come here and they're just like, ooh,
right.
This is tense, you know. It's not, I mean, it's to people who live in St. Louis and never get out of town, to North City, South City, and West County.
Right.
It's not like this everywhere, you know. I mean, to this degree. I mean, there's a little bit everywhere, but it's less degree because people are more chill.
Right.
How to get past that? Well, just, you know, basically don't group people together, right? Judge individuals and how they act. Individuals. You know, it's like, well, you know, the family, the whole family of the McCains or whatever, you know, I saw, Jehoshaphat McCain do something, therefore I want to shoot his brother. Turns out, when they sit at the dinner table, Jehoshaphat and his brother are arguing about stuff. So why are you putting them in the same group? And that's just within one family. Expand that to a neighborhood, town, to a state. You've got everyone, a whole bunch of individuals who have different things and act different ways. To just whole people together and say they're all alike and they're all bad, it's just stupid.
It causes more problems than solutions or anything.
Yeah.
But Bill is right. I mean, I guess if you're a person that's not from here and you come in here, it is very intense. You know, it's very intense. It's like I told Bill one time, I said, you know what? There's a song that somebody wrote called Accidental Races. There was a country singer that wrote a song like that. And that's very possible if you don't catch yourself and remove yourself out of that bullcrap. Because when I moved here, the experience I got with the criminal justice system or the police department or getting pulled over and all this stuff, the way I got treated could have almost made me an accidental racist. But I decided within myself that I was not going to let Missouri or anybody change me, because I grew up in an atmosphere where it was
integrated.
It was integrated with different people: Mexicans, black, white, Filipinos. It was an army base. So I didn't grow up like this, but it is so ugly here in Missouri. I'm really, and it's funny because it's ugly here in Missouri with that racism thing, but me and Bill became good friends. So as you can tell, that it's an individual thing. It's what a person decides that they want to believe. Because I grew up with different beliefs, but as I became a man and got older, I decided that some of the crap that I learned when I was young, I had to get rid of if I was going to be a person that loves all people. Sometimes you have to throw away what you learned as a youth to better yourself as an adult. So, what's next, man?
When I went to North Carolina, also I got together and played music with some of my friends. And this is me and Tom playing one of my old songs I wrote like almost 20 years ago. It's called She Has Work.
All right.
Every night she dreams of working. Every day she dreams of sleeping. At the job, the day is fair, it's even. He's slow enough to keep up. Every day she takes the bus downtown. At her desk she wakes up slowly. After lunch the day is fair. After all, her time is half done. She has work. She works. She works. She has fun and sleeps. She sleeps. Every night she's on the phone dialing. All her friends, they answer slowly. Friday night we'll celebrate. After all, another week is all gone. She has work. She works. She works. She has fun and sleeps. She sleeps.
This has been a crazy show. I mean, it's been entertaining and informational. But just to end it on a good note, that we hope the best for St. Louis, well, Ferguson, Missouri, and that these situations will get solved. And if they don't, they don't. But me and Bill will always be me and Bill.
That's right. Peace and love.
Peace and love, baby.